are those? Good morning, guys. Today is February 23rd. I had a little late start to my day today, but which is all right. I still got up. I actually wanted to sleep in a little today just because I got midterms coming up this Monday and Tuesday, and I was prepping for it last night, and I just figured, I should sleep in a little, but I was like, you know what? No. I need to get up. I need to watch the markets. I need to be around. I need to stay consistent because that is the key. Consistency is the key. Whether it's in my daily routine or whether it's me just getting up every morning or whether it's in my trading. So anyways, what am I looking at today? Today we got CBMX. I'll pull up the chart right here. It is up there, sorry. CBMX is a earnings winner. Now earnings winner are usually good. They seem to have legs for 1 or 2 days. Especially in this market, everything's, doing good. I'll check the indices as we speak here, make sure the futures and, different futures and stuff are doing good. So anyways, CBMX has a float of 2.21 million, so it's one of the lowest float gap ups today. And it had the earnings report out. So, looking at the chart here, 535 is the pre-market high. We got some resistance in the 520s. It going up, it had some resistance, and coming down, it didn't really have much support there. Then we got some support in the 5s. It bounced off a few times around 5. Then it came down, and that became a resistance. And hasn't gone over that. So what I'm looking for in the market open is I'm looking for a either a break of 5 or 520. I'll see how it plays out. I'm not gonna jump into anything today. I have to let the plays come to me. So that's my goal for today. Just be patient. Just let everything come to me. Because when that happens, when things come to me and I don't chase around looking for plays, I usually end up having a great day. So that's the plan for that. PTX is another one. That's my main watch. It has a float of 8.07 million. So good float. It's doing a good trend line, as you guys can see here, pre-market, and it had a high of 390. So 390. There's some resistance there. A break of that, we could look to get in on the break of 391, 395, and look for a move past 4, and then maybe up to the 450s. Now it is a bit overextended. It has a volume of about 560k pre-market. But I feel like it has potential. I feel like, the pre-market looks good. So this is going to be my top watch right out of the gates. And I'll be watching it, for a break of 390-ish, and then look for a push above past that. So we'll see what happens. I definitely don't want it to break 390 pre-market. Oh, it looks like it might. Oh, there you go. It just broke it. So I don't know. Maybe I don't think it did. Oh, there 391. There you go. So obviously I wanted it to see that little curl come back up and break it right at the gates and then just push through it. But I still think it has potential. Definitely, some volume came in just before the market opened. So I feel like it can definitely run. Again, it got bounced off 391 again, and then theirs was 392. So I'm definitely wanted to clear this area. I'm not just gonna jump in because again it can have a hard rejection in that area. So I want this to clear up. Wait for some sort of pullback, confirmation of the breakout, and then I'll look to jump in. So markets are gonna open in about 5 minutes, and then we'll jump back into this. So guys, just watching PTX, the markets are still not open, but it actually broke through that 390 and then got up to 411s. Now I think it got a little bit overextended. I wanted to see that break of 390 and 4 at the market open. Now I just feel like it right at the market open, it might get stuffed, or it might not run as I expected it to. So we'll just be watching it, see what happens, right out of the gates. So, all right, guys, we're about 10 minutes into the market open. No trade for me so far today, which is good. I like to, I'm just being patient, waiting for the better opportunities. PTX, opened up. Runs up to 425, dips down. I was watching it right here on this 1 minute candle to make a new high, and 410. But then I just I felt like it didn't have enough strength for it to run from this point, you know, past this 200 moving average, you know, 450 to even 5, and that's what happened. You know, it in that 1 minute candle went from 410 to 440, but it was pretty quick, and then came back down to 418, and then made lower lows. So now it's just kind of like, okay, it's red on the day. I mean, I'll still watch it. You know, the open is 409. If it decides to bounce up and starts curling up, I'll look for to get in on a red to green move on this. But it doesn't look like it will right now. So I'll just keep an eye on it here. EYEG is another one I'm kind of, you know, came across as it was moving up. 280 was the resistance, broke through it, went up to 295. But then just looking at the daily chart, the reason I could have easily got in at 280 or 281, but I just figured that, you know what, on this daily, I don't think it can get back up to 330s, right, or 350s. It just didn't look like it had enough volume, or, you know, enough people looking at it, or enough traders looking to trade it. So just based on all that, I'm just kind of like, you know what, maybe I don't feel comfortable taking this trade. I mean, right here on the pre-market 275, it looks to be some support, but I honestly don't know if I will take this trade, just because I don't think it's the right opportunity for me right now. I need to look for better opportunities where I know my reward will be great, where I know the momentum is there, and I know the stock will make you know, newer highs and, you know, rip through the previous highs. So so I'm just gonna keep an eye on everything. We'll keep watching it, and then I'll let you guys in when I'm in some trade or whatever ends up happening. Again, I'm not looking to make any trades today, just looking to wait for the best opportunity. So EYEG, good 1 minute pullback here. Let's see if we can get back to the high of day, and then if it breaks in, I'll probably look to jump in on the break of 3, because then, you know, maybe we'll get some volume there. So we'll see. Alright guys, I tried buying NVFY. It does have a press release out this morning, you know, and I did a morning spike, so I was waiting for a bit of 5-minute setup, first 5 minute to make a new high. Tried getting in at 227, it popped over to 233, but now it's coming back down, so I'm glad I didn't get executed. You know, here's my order. I tried buying 400, 227, and I canceled it just because although a lot of volume came in, but I don't think so I wanted to jump in on the break of this on the 5 minute 227, but although it went up as it was just hanging around there, it didn't seem like it was gonna rip, or, you know, even test the high of day. So then I just canceled my order, and I'm glad I did, because you look, it's now in the 217. So you know, protected myself there from a loss. Although if I would have got executed, you know, wouldn't have been that good. But you know, I mean, it is on a trend line, so we'll see what happens. I'll be watching this. I feel like it does have potential. The trend line just kind of broke as well. Yeah, now it's kind of failing here, which is okay. Maybe it needs to pull back a bit more on the 5 minutes. You know, even buying up here, I feel like it is a bit overextended, so maybe I'll look to get in, you know, on a setup around the twos, right? I feel like then it could have a potential back up to the high of day, and then we'll go from there. Alright guys, so PTX went green on the day again, but not really interested in it right now, just because I feel like it's doing on a bit low volume. You know, this U shape came through and then it popped over, but this candle, you know, I don't think, I mean, compared to these candles, you know, this one has 913,000 shares, you know, 728. This one only had about 200,000. So I just feel like the volume is not much. Maybe what I would like to see is some sort of a bull flag here, and it to stay green, and then I'll look to jump in for a potential push back up to the high of day. You know, but other than that, I don't know if I'm really interested in it right now. I mean, the 5 minute again is curling as well, similar to EYEG actually. If you guys remember from a couple days ago, it had a similar U-shaped curl, went back green on the day and then ripped. So I mean, I'll definitely be watching this, see what happens here. You know, NVFY is not doing anything right now. It's just kind of hanging around in the 212s. I mean, and the volume on this is a bit low as well. It kind of dried up. So we'll see. Maybe if it gets over 218 on this candle, could be a potential run, but not really interested in it just because the way it's kind of, I mean, 206 is the support, so for me to buy at 218, I still feel like my risk reward is not as great. I'm potentially risking more than I want to. So for that reason, I'll stay away from it. Watching PTX, now it's at 407, 406, and red on the day again. So, but EYEG did similar things. It went red on the day twice before it actually ripped. So that's what's happening with the market these days. So I'm just going to be watching this, and then if this holds if this holds this key level here around 4, well, it didn't. I was waiting to see if it'll hold this whole number, because if it did and starts curling back up, it could be a potential run back for the red to green move, because if it goes green again, potentially people will realize that it's not going to go, it's not breaking down as they want to, so either they'll start covering or people will start buying. So we'll watch this here. I don't like this. You see how this candle got super pushed down? This 5-minute candle got pushed all the way back down. That means that sellers are in control. I would have liked to see this candle close around here, and then a potential next candle to open a bit low, kind of hang around there, build some support, and then boom, push through. But that's not the case, so not interested in this as well. So EYEG is running. Gave a good 5-minute setup here, pulled back to the 9 EMAs, 275, held that support. First 5 minutes to make a new high at 284, I believe it was. Yeah, 284. Got this push right here. So obviously the opportunity was here, not up here. So not looking to get in anywhere there. Maybe a nice pullback, potential pullback. Not on 1 minute, but a 5-minute setup. If the volume comes in more, maybe more volume than this day, more than 5 million. It's definitely pushing up. We could definitely see a nice pullback on it. So I'll be keeping this on watch now, and then see if we can take advantage of this. So PTX, guys, is being very choppy right now. Very choppy. It can't make up its mind. It's kind of have a daily doji right now, meaning that it's just, as you guys can see, it doesn't know which way to go. It's just kind of hanging around there. So I'm definitely not looking to play this. Potential play could be on the break of 440 for a push towards 450. Break of that, maybe a push towards 5. Definitely has volume, could have potential up to there, right? There's 514, 505. Could have potential, but I'm not gonna jump into anywhere here, because a lot of these 5-minute candles are getting pushed down. Even this one, they have long shadows, and I just I don't feel comfortable with taking this trade. So if it runs without me, it runs without me. But I rather protect myself than jump into anything and hoping for it to go in my favor. So we'll just keeping an eye. Again, no trade so far. It's 10:07, so about 35 minutes into the market. No trade so far. Just staying patient and watching, waiting for the better opportunity. All right, guys. 10:19 market time. So almost about an hour since the market opened. No trade so far. Nothing that I see that I like. Nothing that I think is a quality setup. Or also, I don't see anything that's coming to me. I'm not trying to force anything. I'm not trying to just jump into a trade looking for money. I want to look for a quality setup where I know the trade will be a good trade. Loss is loss, right? I can't avoid losses in this game. When you're trading, you can't avoid losses. But what you can avoid is taking poor quality setups and also jumping into a trade just so you can make money. I think that's where my mistakes have been this past. I've been red for past 5 days. Past 5 trading days, I've been red, and I think there's a couple where I had over $100 loss or close to $100 loss. Even I'll pull it up here. Even yesterday, I had an $80 loss. That's pretty much near my max loss per day, and after that I didn't trade. I was just like, you know what, no, I'm not gonna jump into anything, because obviously if I'm red for 0 for 2, that's telling me something. So I think my problem was past few days or past 5 days or so, is that I've been just looking to make money. I've been looking to look for, just jump into a trade just so I can make 30, 40, 50 cents on big shares. But what my problem is, what I'm not understanding, is that most of the time I'm not right. So I need to step back. I had to evaluate. Yesterday I took the time to think about what I've been doing wrong, what I think my main problem is, my main issue is that every trade that I jump into, I'm jumping in with a sense of, okay, I'm gonna make 30 cents here, or this is gonna run, so I better jump in. But I'm not thinking that, I'm the one who's controlling this. I'm the one who's doing this to myself. I'm the one who's causing myself pain by jumping into random trades, not waiting for a quality setup, not waiting for something that I've practiced, not waiting for something that, like a good quality 1 minute pullback, good quality 5 minute pullback. I'm not waiting for any of that. I'm just looking to jump into random trades. I'll have 2 trades, 3 trades on my watch list, and then, I'll look at my scanner and I'll jump into something that wasn't even on my watch list. Like yesterday, INAP. I'll bring it up here just so you guys can see. INAP was a play that halted yesterday around 3:03. So right over here in the morning, as soon as the market opened, it quickly gaps up from a low of 188 or 187 all the way to 303. In 3 minutes, it goes, over 100%. Or not 100%, sorry, nearly 50%, right? And it gets halted. And then as soon as it comes out of the halt, now I've never traded anything out of a halt, and I decided to jump in on it with 400 shares. I mean, if I wanted to try it, I should have jumped in with maybe 100 shares just to test the water, just to see if I can quickly get in, get out. But I didn't do that. I jumped in with 400 shares, no idea what this stock is about, no idea. I mean, there was some press releases out which I did look, but so I figured, it'll have strength. But when it opened lower, I should have realized that, it didn't keep pushing, it didn't keep going. It opened lower, and, not like it opened at 295 and then pushed through. It opened at 277. So it's pretty low from its high, almost 30 cents. So I need to keep those things in mind. And when I jump into random trades like that weren't even on my watch list, most of the time I end up losing because I don't know what's going on with the stock. I haven't been watching it. I don't know what it looked like pre-market. Like I don't know anything. So I'm just jumping in blindly. And what happens is the stock goes away from me, and I end up taking a loss. And then I'm like, oh man, every other halt that happens, the stock runs higher and higher. But the one I jump into, the market, drops. And it's just like, well, maybe I should have taken the sign. Maybe I should have seen that, the stock already went up 50% within 3 minutes. Maybe you need some consolidation. Maybe you need some time to think. Maybe you need some time to settle down before it runs again. And then I tried jumping in right here prematurely, at 250, thinking that, okay, it's holding this trend line. It's just going to go back up. But there was no indication that it will go back up. And volume wasn't there. Look at the candle I jumped in. It was the volume of 161,000 versus the candles that were moving 400,000. I mean, these were very low volume. But let's see how the volume came back in when the stock finally did bounce. Right here, the volume comes back in 170, 204, 376, 260, and it runs about 30 cents. So, or nearly 40 cents. So, I have to keep those things in mind. I have to look at the 5 minute, and that's what I'm doing today. Today, I'm very, very patient. I'm not jumping into anything. I mean, EYEG, I wanted to jump in, like I said earlier. I wanted to jump in on the break of 280 here. I figured that, if it's not breaking down, if it's not going crashing, it could potentially have a bounce day, which it did. It did have a bounce day. So I was kind of right on my prediction. But I'm glad I didn't jump in because it wasn't an A quality setup. It wasn't something I was just jumping in hopes that it'll go, in hopes that it'll go green on the day, and that's what I held back. I was like, you know what, Yusuf, you're hoping just so you can make money. You're not looking for an A quality setup. You're not looking for a pullback. You're not looking for a nice bull flag. You're not looking for a nice consolidation, and then like what we learned yesterday on INAP is that when the stock consolidates, I'll show you guys right here. Let me bring it back up here. So when the stock consolidates, it potentially gives you a good entry once the range gets tight. and I jumped in prematurely before the consolidation was, before the range was tight. But if you guys look here on the trend line, let me show you guys. Look at this consolidation that's happening, right? This consolidation is happening, and then look before it pops. Look how tight the range got. Versus, even if you move this up a little, versus this range, this is from 238, nearly 250, versus this is from 239 to 242. So look how tight the range got, and then we got some volume, and as soon as we got some volume, would have been a good entry, and it was also confirmed by a 5-minute setup. Or a 10-minute setup even, right? It's a 10-minute setup right here. As soon as the volume came back in, jumping in on this candle to make a new high, or we can look at the 5-minute. And we also had a 5-minute setup on this yesterday on the consolidation range. So I jumped in on this first 5-minute candle to make a new high, but look how it pulled right back to the 9 EMA, consolidated on 1 minute, range got tight, and then the first 5-minute to make a new high here, 246, 247, goes all the way up to 279. The high of this was 279. So those are the things that I'm trying to keep in mind today. That's why I haven't had any trade, because although I wanted to jump into EYEG on the break of 280, I knew it might, I was hoping. I wasn't looking for some sort of a good setup where I felt like, a lot of traders are watching this, and as soon as this happens, people are going to jump in and I'll be on the right side of the trade, and that's where the volume will come in. The other opportunity I did have on this, if I was watching this at that time, was this 5-minute. It pulled, goes up to 295, pulls back to the 9 EMA, has double bottom at 275, and then makes this high at 284, and then runs up to 317. So, that was another potential entry that, I didn't take. Now it's kind of curling up. I could potentially break this 317. But we'll be watching it. Don't know if I'm going to jump in, just because, it's, I don't think jumping in at 317, would be a good entry for me, just because I don't think it has that much potential today, to run up to 335. It definitely could. Lunch hour will come, people will see this, trending up. And if you guys see here, let me build a little trend line here for you guys. If you guys see here, it is on a trend line right now, right? It is some sort of a trend line. It's moving in that direction. So we'll continue watching it, but I don't think I'm looking to trade this right now, especially coming close to 11 p.m. 11 a.m. Going into lunch hour. I just have to be careful. Don't want to take any trades just because I've been patient all morning. Doesn't mean I need to ruin it by just jumping into a trade just for the sake of trade. So I'll be watching today, guys. Anyways, I think I'm gonna end the video. There's no trades today, but I think it was a very good lesson to stay patient, wait for the A quality setup. If I don't get one today, I might get one tomorrow. Not tomorrow, I might get one Monday. But once I do get an A quality setup, I know I'm gonna make good 30, 40, 50 cents on it, and that's what I'm looking for now. I'm looking for that big chunk of the move versus just moving in hoping to get 20 cents, 30 cents. And 30 cents not bad, 20 cents not bad. That's not the point. The point is me hoping to get those, me not waiting for a good quality setup. That's the problem. So we'll be watching. I have to watch this video myself again, actually, just because I need to listen to myself talking about all this stuff, so then tomorrow I don't make a mistake of, just because I didn't trade today, I feel like tomorrow I'll come into the markets and I'll be just looking for that first quick trade. But I don't want to have that. I don't want to have that mentality anymore, because I need to win. I need to be a winner in this, and the only way I can be a consistent winner is if I take responsibility of the markets. If I understand that, I choose to get in, I choose to get out, I choose to hold. It's all on me, and it is my responsibility to look out for the best interest of me, and I don't need to look for these 10-20 cents plays when my account is small. I need those bigger plays. I need those plays that, and if I stay patient, I know one of those plays is gonna come. I'm gonna be patient. I know I've stayed patient. I haven't taken any stupid trades. I haven't made any mistake. My fear will be low. My fear of losing will be low. And I'll be able to quickly pull the trigger, jump in, and take advantage of it. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you guys made it this far, because I feel like at the end of my videos there's always some good insight. Even though I like watching my own videos, actually, just because I feel like me listening back to what I say, you know, I need to just fill that my brain with it. I need my subconscious mind. I need to be, you know, subconsciously competent. I need to know all of these things. It's like, you know, tying your shoelace. You know, first you need some practice. You need to, you know, pay attention. But once you become subconsciously incompetent, it just happens, right? You just quickly put your shoes together and you're good to go. So anyways, thanks for watching, guys. You know, don't forget to subscribe. NVFY is running. I'll just show you guys this chart here, see what's happening here. So yeah, it's running. You know, break of 250, there you go, just broke that. This was another one I was watching, but it was just being very choppy with the 5-minute setup. Wasn't getting a clean 5-minute setup, so I just decided to stay away from it as well. And you know, it's now it got some volume in, actually, but before it was a bit lower volume. So anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day. I'll see you guys tomorrow, last day of the week, so should be good.